The band room bulletin board caught my eye. Summer Music Institute, 1968, for rising high school seniors. A Virginia college, apply for a full scholarship. I took the flyer. It promoted music, new friends, and beaches. And I noticed 500 miles from Rochester, New York. I went home ready to persuade Mom that I should apply. She didn't seem to care about my points, but the flyer intrigued her. She said, "That's where Cookie went to college. I'll call her and see what she has to say." Cookie was Mom's trusted friend. The next day, Mom told me, "Cookie says she imagines you'd have fun, learn, and it'd be a good experience." I applied and was accepted. So in June, I packed my suitcase, my violin, and clarinet, and we drove to Virginia. We reached campus and to the dormitory and met the house mother, Mrs. V, and a few girls. I said goodbye to my parents and joined the group in the lobby. Soon, the rest of our group had arrived and was settling in. Almost everyone seemed excited about making music. In the morning, we were to go to breakfast together. When it was time to leave for the dining hall, something was off. Something was missing. I asked Mrs. V about it. She took me into her office. She looked away. She looked back. And she said, "Those two girls went home to Richmond last night. They said they didn't realize that this was a Negro college." I was shocked, then confused. Well, should I go home too? Mrs. V was taken aback. "Why, child, don't you like it here?" I stammered, "Well, everybody's so nice. I mean, I like music, the kids, but the money. Should my scholarship have gone to a Negro girl?" Mrs. V leaned forward. "Don't you worry. The committee picked you. You're here. You stay, child. You play music and you listen to everyone and absorb what you can. Use this experience for the rest of your life." I felt such a mix of relief and responsibility. Relief because she said I belonged. Responsibility because the summer had just become more. It would be more than tunes, more than fun, more than just for now. The Music Institute had 32 teens from many places: Oakland, Atlanta, Detroit. 3 were white, 2 boys and I. The campus was a haven for its community with a protective, close-knit culture. My white culture, its power, its prejudices, was not at the center here. The community challenged my birth culture and had the grace to help me unlearn prejudice. Meanwhile, we learned music. The Institute was intense and fun. We staged the opera The Pirates of Penzance, played chamber music, and had a boisterous band. In the dorm, we gabbed about who might be dating whom. Friends told me about their classmates being scattered to integrate high schools, for their own good. When friends got split up, they were mad and sad. And that mattered. We talked a lot about the loss of Dr. King and a little bit about the loss of Bobby Kennedy. We talked about hair on Broadway and hair on our heads. You know the Addams Family TV show? Well, I would take my long straight hair and hang it all around just like Cousin It. Gotta laugh every time. The community outside campus wasn't as hospitable. Our group went to Buckrow Beach. We saw 2 crowds, black here and white there, empty sand in between. We heard that the gap was where there'd been a fence across the beach and out into the water. Now, the facilities law had brought the fence down But the N-word came across the empty space loud and clear. Colonial Williamsburg was our special field trip. It's a living history museum where costumed interpreters tell the story of life in the town long ago. My parents and I had visited Williamsburg on our way to Hampton. In the blacksmith shop, a blacksmith interpreter and another man dressed in rough cloth were in the shop. The blacksmith nodded to my father warmly with a, "You, sir, look like a middling sort. Are you a tradesman?" He went on to tell us about metalworking in colonial times. He ended with, "A blacksmith might end his day at home listening to his daughter play the spinet. He has the satisfaction of a rising station in life. Good day." When my Hampton group walked into the blacksmith shop 3 weeks later, the same two costume men looked over our group. The blacksmith said, "I must go anon, by your leave, good day." He left. Now, the man in rough clothing, the black man ignored on my previous visit, stepped forward. He said, "Welcome to the blacksmith shop." He spoke to our group. "I want you to know that our people worked as blacksmiths and other tradesmen. Have pride in that. And a blacksmith who wasn't paid and could be sold away at his master's whim kept his humanity and survived. Have pride in that. Be strong." One of us said, "I got life." Nods all around. At summer's end, I knew it had been more than just for now. "Mrs. V, do you remember me, the hesitant newcomer? You reminded me that I belonged. Sometimes since I've been the respectful guest, invited for a day. Sometimes I've been drawn into community and become a trusted friend. My tools have been your words. Listen to everyone, absorb what you can, and use the experiences. Thank you, Mrs. V."